And we're back. This time with Riven. This is my 5th stream of Riven. Maybe it's taking me a little longer because we've gotten stuck a little bit at a couple of times, but this has been an absolute awesome blast of a puzzling adventure. Another great gem from Cyan after Mist. This is also a remake and also a dev key gifted to me from the developers directly and their agents. So I could check it out on stream. I really appreciate that, obviously. Kaneho says, listening to that music made me want to play Mind Over Magic. Oh, yeah, that is what it reminds me of. I was like, why does this sound so fun and familiar? Totally, Kanehos. Totally. The Sexy Brutale was really cool and really interesting, but we had gotten very far along in Riven. And before we get too invested in a new to me puzzle game that isn't Riven, I think it could be really good to try to finish Riven. We deciphered 2 numbering systems, basically learning both the Denny and the... I forget their names. The local people, their numbering system. And with those numbering systems, we were able to kind of determine, or better determine, what we think the resonant frequency needed for this puzzle is. The problem is when I applied that, it didn't work. It didn't work. And the reason is because I don't quite understand a couple of the numbers as they've been turned to the side. So let's refresh our memory on what that was and what that looked like. And then we'll see if we can figure out what that is today together for this puzzle. Now, let me remind you what this puzzle is. So this puzzle right here, we are in the gold dome, the huge gold dome that's like the imagery for Riven, the game. Yeah, that's where we are right now. We've been to all of the islands. We've gone to Survey Island. We've looked at the survey of each of the other islands, and we completed this puzzle right here that showed us where these marbles went. Okay. Now you might say, hey, that looks really familiar. Yeah, it's because that's where I put the marbles. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. I'm also pretty sure that I'm right about the colors. I didn't take pictures of it, but when you are down at the bottom of Survey Island in this like secret lower level we got to, where you see the, I want to call it a mulwark, this giant fish thing, you see it like swim up and then swim away. There's also these cameras, and these cameras look at these pipe systems that connect the various islands to each other. And each of those pipe systems, whether connected or not, they had like a light. The one that's not connected, the one that's broken, the light is also gone, which is Boiler Island. But Riven had a green light. Jungle Island had a red light. Survey Island was orange. Prisoner Island was blue. And then weirdly enough, there was another icon, and that one was purple. No, wait, that one was yellow. Sorry. There was another icon that was yellow. And I don't know what that was because the icon for the island was not any of the ones I know. So in the Starry Expanse, we have these, like, I can kind of show you, but we have these symbols here. And I've aligned them to various islands. See how Boiler Island looks like a vertical line? Jungle Island looks like a eye with a slit in the middle instead of a pupil or a line pupil instead of a dot. Survey Island was a horizontal line, and then this one is Prisoner Island, which is where Catherine is currently trapped. And that one has an oval with a dot in it or a vertical eye thing. Oh, category on Twitch. Thank you, Dane. Thank you, Dane. Yes.
The Yed_ just subscribed for 57 months. ELANA.
The Yed, what the heck? 57 months. Thank you so much for all the support, you legend. That's a really long heckin' time. Really long heckin' time. How you doing, Yed? I'm excited for you and upcoming adventures. Yeah, thank you, Dane. That's, a little bit of an oversight. So there was also this thing, but I'm guessing we have to do something with the Gold Dome first, and then we can go do this thing. So Gold Dome. The Gold Dome, I'm pretty sure I'm correct about these. I'm pretty sure this one represents orange and represents Survey Island. In that case, we are putting them in the right locations for the right islands, right? So this island is Survey Island, which is why we put orange at the bottom. This next island, this really big one, is Jungle Island, which is why I put red in that position right there, okay? So we feel good about the marbles. The problem is there's this other part that I haven't figured out right. I haven't been able to figure out this part of it, and this is the part that we need to finish this puzzle. I'm well. How are you, gamer? I am doing great. I'm doing pretty good. As you know, I've been taking a little bit more time off than I usually do and hanging out with Minnie because he's between schools, and that's been really cool. Lots of like family chilling and playing or playing games together or playing like outside, enjoying the weather. Oh my gosh, it's been so nice here. Hopefully you're not too hot where you are. Because it's been a little hot for some folks. But right here, it's been like really lovely. So we've been making the most of it and getting a lot of time outside. And just catching up on some things. It's been really good. But it's nice to have a stream today. We have an evening stream on Saturday, so lightweight week while still having some time together, and that's nice as well. Simple Potato, enjoy Lurky Scapies. We're all the way down to 95 today. I need this end. Yeah, that's too hot. That's way too hot, Yed. That's why I was saying, like, I didn't mean to be, like, rubbing in your face, because I knew from some family I have down south that they're pretty hot where they are. So these symbols, this thing, okay? The first one is by order of this sheet, okay? So this sheet says the first thing is the symbol for Survey Island, and it's -6. Okay. But if you look at our puzzle, the first one at the top is red. And I can't move red past yellow. You see what I mean? So I'm not starting with Survey Island. I'm starting with Jungle Island because I can't... The first one is definitely red. Unless... you somehow start with this one. Like... at 6. Why is it -6 though? Okay, I need to be able to see this at the same time as looking at that other thing. So, I'm going to take a screen cap outside of the game and open it so I can have that. Like, I'll put it on top of Microscape. So, you just let me know if I'm idle on Microscape. You better let me know, chat, because I won't know because my game is in front of it. Okay. The reason why I need this is because this is telling me the increments. So even if we started with 6, Riven would be next. It could be something to do with the order. Now, the problem that I'm having is that the Prisoner Island symbol is facing the wrong way. 7, to me, looked like a bow and arrow facing to the one side. But up there, it's going upwards. A bow and arrow going upwards. And I don't know what that means. I had a theory that it might be like multiply it or something, because the symbol for 2, if you rotate it once counterclockwise, becomes the symbol for 10. So it could be times 5. But that doesn't really make sense, given that we've seen some numbers some places that indicate that they just use numbers 1 through 9 and place them next to each other to make longer numbers, i.e. the same way we do. So then I don't know. But now that I have that open, let's go back to this thing. Okay, so the first one, Survey Island, is the one that's orange. And it's -6, -6. The next one is Riven, and it shows +2. What color is Riven? Green. Interesting. Blue, 4. Oh, I wrote those. That's like the number on this puzzle. I see. So I was basically like, red is the first one on the puzzle. Orange is the second one on the puzzle. That's all that indicates. So blue, the next one was +7. Red is -8. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so then let's start with red first. Let's try to work from red. So if red is -8, nothing, like, starting with -8 is really weird. But, like, what if this is a 0? Then this would be -8. Then orange goes to -6, which would be right here. I wish you could see this other screen. I guess I can show you with my button. I got it. So, The red one would be -8, and then the orange one would be -6, just like I had here, because this one is -6 based on our translation of the numbers when we were in the classroom and we did the hangman thing and we counted each of the clicks with the hangman game to figure out what those numbers were. The first one here is -6, which is the orange island. The one down here is -8. We're sure about that. Those are the right symbols facing the right direction for both of those. So I feel fairly certain about this and this, but only if this point here is 0, which, like, why is this point here 0, you know? Like, why? I don't know. It's not in the middle, but it would work well for, like, this to be 0, because then this would be -10, this would be +10, and this would be 15. I kind of thought that that one thing... where's my cheat sheet, please? Bring it back. The purple island one could have been 15 if the multiplier thing is a thing. But I'm not sure that the multiplier thing is a thing. But the symbol next to Boiler Island here, the last symbol is the symbol for 3, but it's turned counterclockwise. Whispering Wolf, hello, good to see you. How you doing? I hope all is well. I'm breaking my brain with puzzles today. The problem with this, too, is, like, this is the same place we were stuck in before, and I have no idea how to fix what we're stuck on or how to move past it. So we're just, like, in the same spot, spinning our wheels, you know? I could try different things. Like, maybe it's more of, like, an interaction with each other than an interaction with, like, points on this scale, maybe? Because I kind of read it as, like, at the frequency -6, you put the orange one. So you would have to know what notch equals -6, and that's where, like, making this 0 brings that to -6 kind of makes sense. But if that's not the case, okay, wait. -8, -6. Green would be +2. Blue would be +7. I wonder if it's 7 on top of what's already there, and that's why the symbol is different. We could try this. And then 3 on top of what's already there. I mean, I'm willing to try it. I'm definitely willing to try it. So how do I try it? No. No. I don't think that's trying it. Anyone? Okay, I think we go back up. Go back up! We don't even know how this machine works. So, like, technically we could have the combination correct and not be activating the machine correctly, which is also a concern. But I kind of figured that if I was right at this point, it would be, like, obvious that I was right. With the combination? Maybe not. Let's go down. Let's see if going down does something else. Ring the bell. Ding, ding, ding. This machine might not be activated right now. Huh. I wonder if the machine is even on. Because, like, it's not really, like, doing a thing. Like, sure, I can go up there. And... oh, I forgot to do this. Isn't that a button? Is this a button? No? Get another Fable commercial and you can't wait for it to be released. I'm excited for you. So... huh. I don't... okay. Wait a second. I can see two of them, but not the other ones? Oh, because the topper is blocked. Oh. When I asked Jess for, like, a little, like, am I even on the right track? She said I was on the right track. Obviously, it's, like, hard, because... you don't want a bunch of stuff, like, given away, either. You know? I'm trying to think. Fable sounds familiar to me. I'm sure I'm familiar with it, but I'm just like, what is that? You might have to ring my memory. Give my memory a little reminder, because I don't know right now. But I'm also not very good with, like, TV and movies stuff. I got nothing, chat. I think I got actual nothing. Fable's a video game? An old Xbox RPG. Oh, console games. Yeah, but I never played console games. Very, very popular. Heck yeah, I'll have to look at it just so I can understand all the hype. Yeah, remaking or something very cool. I'm stressed out. We should have stayed in Sexy Brutale. Okay, so it doesn't really look like this machine is on. Or at least I can't really get it to do anything. Like test the resonance frequency that I'm putting into this thing. And maybe that means that they're all wrong. I guess. I guess it could mean that I'm completely wrong with every single one of them. Eight. Six. Two. It's not gonna fit. Wait. 7 and then 3. I don't think this should work, but I'm gonna try it because if you just go by the amounts and you ignore the negative positive thing and you go up 8 increments for red, 6 increments for orange, 2 increments for green, 7 increments for blue, and 3 increments for purple, simplifying and ignoring the fact that some of these number symbols appear to be counterclockwise, rotated counterclockwise to what I know them to be. I'm just pretending that they're not rotated. Oh my gosh, Claiming Light, I am so stuck. This is where we were stuck last time, and I'm trying so hard to, like, not be stuck and fail. So you definitely missed out on her playing the original. I saw a bit of it. Yeah, I thought you had seen a little bit, but this is me pretty far along in Riven now at this point. I was hoping to finish it soon. I don't know. But yeah, I'm in the... As long as you don't embarrass yourself in front of all these people, it should be fine. Yeah, just don't make a fool out of yourself in front of anyone. If you play games solo, you don't have to deal with this embarrassment. You see? I believe in you, says Adrian. Thank you. Ding, ding, ding! You did it! Just kidding! Nothing happened once again. Meh, not that many people. Only 100 or so. Yeah, just a couple. Okay. Wait, Ilana, your hair. This hair? This hair? It's all purplified. It's all purplified. I love it. We waiting for hair? It can be a long wait. I love it. Thank you. Yeah, I decided to put off going to see a professional and just slap more purple on it myself. But I usually just go to someone for the bleaching, you know? And then I use pretty high quality dyes myself so as to try not to destroy my hair. But thank you. It takes time to do it, you know? I appreciate you saying something. What do I do? So it could be that this machine is not activated right now. And it could be that that machine becomes activated after you figure out this thing. And if so, I'm really in trouble because I tried to count from 1 to 10 and it said that that was not correct. And I don't know any other numbering order than 1 to 10. That's the only way I know how to count numbers. So I don't know. But this is the numbers 1 to 10. 10 to 1? We could try 10 to 1. Should we try 10 to 1? Count down instead of up? Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. It suits you so well. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'll probably keep doing the same thing. Like when I go to the professional, I'll probably get them to like lift the color on the ends to be like the like color ombre thing and just have like a couple highlighted pieces that'll pop. Just like I had done last summer. But I prefer to spread it out because it's so expensive. They charge me so much. They see all my hair and they're like, oh, this is going to be a lot of money. And then I'm like, okay, I'm not going to come back for at least a year. And then they're like, I can work with that. Which helps. I don't know, but it could be like Roman numerals style where it's additive. Yeah. Well, that's what I did. From what I'm seeing, line across looks like 5, line vertical is 1. Correct. Line horizontal is 5. Line vertical is 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Claiming light, don't you already know the answers to the puzzles? No. Okay. Well, you just said you started Miss 3, so you made me nervous. Okay. If you don't know the answers, then you can continue to talk me through it. I just didn't want to have accidental spoiling happening, you know? Purple is the best color. Purple is a really good color. It's also a nice color for how it like fades and stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. No, I know. Not intentionally. Of course not. Of course not. But, you know, I just want to make sure. Okay, let me think about what you said. So with Roman numerals, you add the numbers. So maybe you're saying that, wait, 2 plus 5 is 7. So therefore, 10 plus 1 is 11. It's not 7, it's 11. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. That might be the key. That might have been the hint that I needed. Thinking about Roman numerals, okay? Okay, the answer is 42, clearly. Yes, clearly, yes. Yes. Okay. So what I was saying here, right? I was saying I don't understand what this number is because if you look at this number, it looks like the symbol for 7, but it's turned the wrong direction. The plus sign was correct. So if it's more of like a additive Roman numerals kind of thing, then instead that symbol there is actually taking the symbol for 10 and adding a 1, making it 11. Nope. Making this one 11. Okay. And then what's this 3 symbol turned upwards? What would the 3 symbol turned upwards mean? 15? No. Because you would use 10 and then add 5. Wait. 8 is 3 plus 5. That works out. Yeah, so the V looking one at the bottom. I like have to show you my notes. So when we deciphered the numbers, the first one, vertical line, was 1. The second one, which looks kind of like a half of a circle on the left side, was 2. The V on the left side was 3. This V is on the bottom. It's on the bottom in the same way that 10 is on the bottom compared to 2 being on the left side. My original thought was that it was multiples of 5. So this, it doesn't have to necessarily apply to all the numbers, but they could do it with some of the smaller numbers, right? So like if 1 times 5 is taking the symbol for 1 and rotating it counterclockwise once, and that gets us 5. If 2 rotated counterclockwise once gets us 10, then maybe 3 rotated counterclockwise once gets us 15. In that case, this would be 11. This would be 15. And that would be a number that we didn't try. Oh, interesting. Okay. You see what I'm saying? It's not consistent, though.
Again.
Tova, hi, friend. I saw your offline resubby. Thank you for all the support. That is how that pattern seems to make sense. It's how it makes sense for some of the smaller numbers, but then some of the bigger numbers appear to be additive, like you can add one symbol onto another, and that part is starting to be confusing. But it could be that these really basic symbols that are just a couple of lines have like a rule for rotating them. Try it. Okay, let's try it. It's exciting. We gotta go back to the Gold Dome. I'm like sitting up. That's how excited I am. I also need to drink more of my coffee. It seems smarter than what we tried before. Like more logical because it follows like at least a system of rules that would make the numbers make sense. Both. I got my coffee. I got my water. I got my 2 favorite beverages of choice. Nails are purple too. Ilana, please my heart. Yeah, these are okay, do you know the like stickers? The stickers that you apply to your fingernails? That's what these are. I like it. Some of them are starting to come off. But they made it through camping and everything. I like them better than nail polish. I can't do nail polish. It gets wrecked immediately. I'm not going to a salon to get my nails done. I'm not spending that kind of money on my nails. I'm not. It's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. It's just not. But like little stickers that I can apply myself at home and last a while. Okay. But yeah, they're starting to grow out, so I need to get more because I really like them. Anyway, thank you. Yes, thank you for yes. Thank you. Okay, so -8, -6. Do we still think this is right? 2, 11, 15. In my opinion, the Rivenese number system is by far the most clever puzzle in all of Myst. All of it. Boot Train, that's high praise. I have been loving our journey with Myst and now Riven. I do feel like this puzzle has been particularly difficult, but maybe that's part of why you're saying it's so clever, right? Is because of that challenge that comes with it. Yo, I don't think this is right. I don't think we know what we're doing. I'm not even sure this machine is on right now. Like, no idea. This machine might not even work. Solving systems of linear equations. Nice. I love that for you, Phelan. I played Riven and Myst when they came out, and I remember exactly none of it. I was not good at them as small child. Tova, like I dabbled a little bit with Myst when my mom had it when I was a kid. I had no idea what it was doing. Please try unplugging the alien device and plugging it back in again. Okay, let me see if I can do that. Oh. Have we solved all the mysteries?
Mr. Snipes is here.
Mr. Snipes, we saved a couple of people in the sexy Brutal hotel. But no, we haven't solved any mysteries in Riven yet. Not today, I should say. Previously, yes. All right, let's look at that again. Did I get the numbers right? I wish I knew if this was even on. I really thought that was like another button. Are you a button? You looked around to see if your dogs knocked something over. No, it was just Mr. Snipes knocking things over. Okay, let's look at that note again. Okay, but the order on this sheet is -6 +2 +11 -8 +15. But they can't go in that order because red is first. Five minus 6 equals -1, right? Correct, but where are you getting the 5 from? Oh, yeah. So on the left of this sheet, the first symbol represents the island. So the first island is Survey Island, but the Survey Island color of the light was orange, which means it's actually our second tab on this puzzle, which is why I've reordered them to be the order of the tabs. Red is the first one, orange is the second one, green is the third one, blue is fourth, and purple is fifth. So the names of the islands are here, but really what you need to know is that like the fifth one is the plus 15, the fourth one was the plus 11. What I took this as maybe there's like a point of 0 in the middle, somewhere between orange and green. And then these numbers apply around it, which is why, if you look here, I indicated this would be 0 because then this would be 15, and the purple has to be at 15 based on what we're guessing. The circle with horizontal line is 15. The circle with the horizontal line represents the island of Survey Island. Circle with a horizontal line is Survey Island symbol. I can't show you here. The islands all have their own symbols in the Starry Expanse. And those symbols, yeah, I don't really have it. Those symbols are these symbols right here. So these don't represent numbers, they represent locations. Is Survey Island. Survey Island is -6. Yeah, Survey Island equals -6. Yeah, I don't think they're equations. So in this laboratory, we had to find the exact right number to slam this power marble and to get it to activate and light up like that. And when we did it, it was like it's not the highest, it's not the lowest number, it's like some specific frequency in the middle. And I found it and lit up this marble. Right next to that was this strike force compensations. And then it listed the 5 islands with these 5 numerical symbols, negatives and positives. I took that to mean, like I said, like from 0, but it could be, I don't know, like I was kind of thinking like somehow they interact with each other instead of being that point on the board. Relative to their neighbors. Yeah, because of this order here, you mean? Okay, so how would that work then? Survey Island would be, I guess, just 6. I don't know how you would start with a negative. I don't, relative to their neighbors. Prisoner Island to Boiler Island. No, but that's kind of what I was thinking. Claiming Light says I'm lacking some context, so I may be totally off track. I was kind of thinking maybe it's not related to some scale on the board, but like a scale where the numbers are interacting with each other. So like does that mean that that one would be 6? I have 25. So -6, -4. Let's just try it this way. The way that makes sense. Oops, I didn't mean to take a screenshot. The way that makes sense, like with real numbers and things. And then 14. That would put these as -1, -6. Yeah, that doesn't quite make sense. -4. 7. 14. The reason it doesn't make sense is because this one almost needs to be the biggest number because it's first. We need a mathematician. What if there were numbers on each island? There were some numbers on each island, technically. Like if the island had a 13 design. Someone asked for a mathematician. Yeah, Dane, we need help. Wait, there were numbers on some of the islands. Hold on. There were numbers. The first side in that case might be 13 minus 6. Right. But I don't know that all the islands had numbers. But where did I write them down? Maybe I didn't. Kind of thought it would be here. It's these symbols, these things. Maybe all the islands have the negative symbol have numbers. I know that Jungle Island had numbers. Jungle Island has a -8. It doesn't make sense though. Because you're getting a number from one of the islands to do this equation, but it doesn't apply to the other islands. But why do they have those symbols on those islands? Can't change the order of the sliders. No, you cannot. You cannot. This part doesn't make sense. The rest of it would maybe work as a set of numbers to try. But that part doesn't make sense. Just hello. We had some decent progress at the start of stream with Sexy Brutal, but we are very much still stuck in this puzzle in Riven. If it were coordinates, would the map make sense? Why is this now coordinates? When it says clearly that it's strike force compensation, meaning it's the amount on this. I feel fairly confident that strike force compensation is telling me that it's the like frequency that we need to hit each of these marbles with to power them up. So that part I feel good about. The part that I don't feel good about, yes, Boo Train. In the lab in Boiler Island, we hit a marble with a strike force that activated it. And when we did that, it got all lit up like this. So it's almost like none of these numbers are right because none of them are lighting up. But I also literally don't even know if this machine is on. I don't know if it's powered. Like, I don't know if I'm activating it. For all I know, I'm not even activating the machine. So for all I know, all these different number attempts are not working because we're not triggering the thing that needs to be triggered to make it happen. I hope that Warp Tour? I hope the trip was awesome. I hope that the trip was awesome. Right now it says -6 +2 +11 -7 +V. Well. Whatever that was. Okay. Kragnar, enjoy lurking and escaping. Montreal is pretty dang cool. How much force did you need? I don't know. Something like... Oh! Okay, Boo Train. Okay, no one else with the hints. Hold on. We're gonna go back to the lab. That was a good hint. What if it's interactive with the strike force that we needed with the power marble in the lab? What if it's interactive with the strike force that we needed with the power marble in the lab instead of with this scale? Maybe it's off of that scale. Oh, brilliant. All right, where am I going? I want to go to Boiler Island. This way. Okay. Hold on. This is a good hint. All they did was asked a question, but their question, reminding me of things that I did, was a very good, interesting question, if you ask me. I don't remember how to do this, so we're just gonna peek in over here and see if this door is open. It's not. So what is open right now? That door? I can't reach that. Okay, welcome back from ads. So, we had a very interesting question posed by Boo Train. I don't even want to call it a hint, but it gave me enough of a hint to make me think of something. So basically, we're going to try the resonance frequency that worked on that marble and use that as the starter point for -8, -6, +11. And maybe that'll do the trick. Okay, so we have to go to Boiler Island to get to the lab. I'm on the island of Riven right now. I have every location opened up in the Starry Expanse, so what that means is we can use this dome to travel. Yeah, it's clever. It's clever. I would have been spinning my wheels forever. It was a very well-timed question, if you ask me. I needed some help. But I kind of just thought that was to show me that that's how they work instead of like, you know, a number to go off of. So, I'm so glad that it was an awesome trip, Jess. I'm so glad. It sounds great. It's good to have you back, of course. It's always good to have you back, but Doji, thank you. I've just been cooking food so that way I can fight more moss giants. All right, which one's Boiler Island? Boiler Island is the vertical line. I can see it right there. I just have to get us to it. All right, Boiler Island, we're going to the lab. So we can write down the frequency of the thing that we should have written down the first time we were there. But that's okay, that's what this game's about. Backtracking when you get stuck. Yeah, if anyone is not following Whoa Jess, what the heck are you doing? You absolutely need to be following her. She's one of my best friends and favorite streamers. Whoa Jess is someone that I'm honored to call one of my teammates, another member of Halcyon Frequency and the Twitch Women's Guild. Jess is just incredible. And whenever she's streaming, I always try to hang out, though we do unfortunately have a lot of overlap. Jotlin, how you doing, friend? How was stream? I hope you had the best time. I'm trying to remember how to go over there to there. How was stream? What'd you do? Good to see you again. We saw you earlier, presumably before you kicked off your stream, and it sounds like things were going pretty well. Were you just chatting, co-working? What were we doing? Let me see. Let me see. Whiskerwood! Oh, heck yes! Oh, Whiskerwood's great. Or at least what we've seen so far has been really awesome. Heck yes. Oh. 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 Brilliant. Okay, we'll catch up our raiders in just 1 second. I hope you're having fun with Whiskerwood. It seems really, really cool. We've played it a little bit, as you know, but some of your folks might not. It is a super neat, like, Z levels mouse city builder. If anyone from this channel is not familiar with Jutland, they're a very active member of the community. Make sure you're following so you can hang out and support them because, you know, it's nice to do. It's nice to do. Show up for the friendos, you know? Jutland, thank you for bringing folks in. What did Hadrian say? Maybe it was so good you blocked it out. I don't recognize any of this. I think maybe I didn't play this game after all. Skipped over Riven, maybe just looking for the misnamed games instead, claiming light. That's definitely possible. Seeing that same counter pattern makes me feel good about this. Yeah. That's why as soon as the question was asked, I was like, oh my gosh, brilliant. Because look at this. Let's just take the, what is this? Can I take screenshots in this game? No, it's not R. There we go. Okay, so there's my screenshot for the notebook. Okay, X takes screenshots for the notebook. So at this line marker, we now need to use that as the numbering system, which means we're gonna go back. And I know I probably like should have taken that screenshot the first time or should have written it down the first time. Just remember, I'm not like an expert puzzle gamer. Like, we just got into puzzle games this year after a lifetime of focusing on management games and like city builder, colony builder types games. Like Whiskerwood! Right? Right, Jutlin? Right. Jutlin, at the end of a long stream, it's important that you take good care of yourself. Please feel free to do post-stream self-care. Do you want like a little... Okay, yeah, no worries. Yeah, head off, friend. We will have an amazing day and stream and things and food and wings. Wings. We will. I'm sure we will. Thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate you. If you screenshot everything, then everything will be buried. Buried, berries, berries, buried. Imagine getting it. Like, just glance at it, see it right then. Right then and there. Immediate. That's how good I am. Or you could say that that's how long it's taking me to solve these puzzles. That I'm already very familiar with activating the Starry Expanse. Wings. Ilana's buying us wings. Yeah. Yeah? No. Maybe? Did you know that I live in the greater Buffalo region, i.e. the region of the United States of America that is known for its wings? So, if I bought you wings, they would probably be really good because we have really good wings here with really good buffalo sauce. Where am I going? Back to Riven. Okay, back to Riven. Mixed signals. I think that they might go bad if I mail them to you, Adrian. Like, I'm not entirely sure, but like I think that there's a chance that they might go bad. Again, not entirely sure. But we can see. We can wait and see. I can send them to you. See if you like the way they taste when they arrive. Go from there. You send me back some spoiling food of your region. Share the food poisoning with everyone. The secret is butter. You all know that the secret is butter, right? Jess, when am I gonna get you talking about butter? It could be something about being lactose intolerant.
Oh, that's butter.
Oh yeah, that's butter. That was too quiet. Let's do it again. I think Riven might be too loud. Because I turned down sounds because Riven was too loud, and really I should have just turned down Riven.
Butter! Heck yeah, butter.
That sounded pretty good. Could you all hear FG okay? That sounded all right? How about this one?
Oh, yeah, but that's butter.
Yeah, Yed's a little quieter, maybe. Oh, yeah, bud. That's... Wait. Listen to this one. Are you ready, chat? Are you ready?
Butter.
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 Brought to you by Mini Orama. Where's Yeds? Oh, yeah, bud. That's butter. Oh, it's called Derek because Derek. Okay, that's as loud as that one goes. Okay, butter. Yeah, it's Minnie. That's my child. Me and my child talking about butter. But, exactly. I think it would be kind of hilarious if we had like one random one that was like butter, but also lactose intolerant. I'm just saying, Jess, if you wanted to do it, I wouldn't say no. I already got a couple of the teammates. I think you might recall when I invited anyone in Halcyon to do it. But you know, everyone's busy. All right, I need to go this way, which means I need to turn the thing twice? 3 times? No, twice should work. Butter. That's right. Butter. Although, the butter meme is getting a little old at this point. I'm not even sure anyone remembers what it's about. I definitely remember exactly what it's about, but probably like half of you don't, so... Telling Art, though, enjoy lurking and escaping. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Go up. So, with our newfound knowledge, the numbers... Red is -8. Orange is -6. But we know now that I was essentially 1 point off when I thought it was here because that thing was right there. I'll show you. Let's make sure we're right. Yep, it was right there. It was 1 lower. So if we take that point and go -8, then that brings us to there. And -6 is right there. Then +2 +11 and +15. I never knew. I just like butter. I'm pretty sure you were here when that game started. You've been around too long to make that joke. Okay, maybe it wasn't right. Oh! 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 Yay! Yay! The machine is definitely on! Oh! We have to go a break. Ilana, yay! Oh my gosh, yay! We did it! Team! Alright, I did need a little bit of help, and I really appreciate the help, but that was awesome.
Yay!
Y'all are awesome. I'm not gonna do it yet, though. Oh, do I do it? Okay, well, what if we do it and we just snooze if we have to?
The very army shall bring reckoning to all who oppose us.
Okay, maybe we will go on break. If you're gonna heist, then I'm gonna go on break. Cliffhanger! I'm going on break. Breaks are really important. It's good for me to take breaks, so I take one every 2 hours. I tend to stream something like usually 6 to 8 hours. I am planning on going longer because we just switched categories not that long ago. I want to go say hi to my family, take a little moment, but then we'll come back. We'll play a bunch more. I highly recommend that you take a break as well, so I will be running 3 minutes of ads, turning off, hopefully, ads for the entire hour afterwards. But if you're hanging out, you can play some words on stream. See if you can win some bonus berries, and I'll be back in a bit. Thanks for being here, friends. So exciting! We did it! I can't wait to see what's next. Obviously, this isn't the end. We're going to be going into the book, maybe figuring out a way to meet the Moiety and free Catherine. But we'll have to do more when we get back. Your brain wants to put mini. Yeah, just because of the. But you only have one eye. Oh, I see. That's why you're laughing about it. All right. Well, welcome back, everyone. This will be our last round, and then we'll get back into it. Obviously, since I'm here, I have Cat, but he's like way too warm. He's way too warm. Welcome back. Thank you. Welcome back yourself. Warflord, how you doing? Oh, yeah. Ad starts in 52 minutes. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, perfect. That's great. So longer ads when I'm actually away, but when I'm not away, we'll have shorter ads. I like that for us. I hope that works better for those of you that cannot be subscribed. It does seem like it's preferable to have shorter ads whenever possible. Feels like there's something in my eye. All right, welcome back, gamer. Welcome back, and also congratulations, gamer playing Warflord and a doji. I'm proud of you. Chat's proud of you. Everyone gets 2,000 berries, though, because words are hard. Just like puzzles are hard. It just ended. Let's see here. P. Noiboy, Anais, Hadrian, Luaith, Gamerplane, Phelan, Idoji, Curling Master, Warflord, and myself. Congratulations, all those successful heisters. And RIP to those that fell in the heist. Okay, so we have a very exciting moment about to happen. I didn't want anyone to miss it. Plus, it was time for a break, so we just went. But we have a book, which most likely means we are going to be entering said book. He looked like he was going to get into some shenanigans, so I sent him that way. Let's click on this book. Do you want to click on this book with me? I wasn't paying attention. I heard my name. I was like, no way. I wasn't participating words. It was the heist. You won in the heist. Ooh, we're traveling to a new place. Maybe we're going to Yellow. The other island, Yellow. Break free of the confines of the Fifth Age. Okay. It doesn't feel like I broke free. Feels like I'm in a cage. Is that a dragon? Something, all right. Oh! Someone's here!
I apologize for the cage. I'm afraid this situation has often required of me a more primitive code of conduct than I might otherwise have chosen. I am Gen.
Oh,
Assume
no.
you've heard of me. Yes.
Yes.
Well, I suspect you have acquired some false information of who I am now. Not that my son would have lied to you about me. No, not Atris. It's just that, well, I'm sure he believes me to still be the depraved father I once was.
Yes.
I even tried to kill him once. God, if I had accomplished that, who knows what I would have become. Great father indeed, who tries to murder his own son. Thankfully, he trapped me on age 5, a prison of my own creation. No books, no precious inks, no ages to link to, nothing but my own foolish ambitions. That was 30 years ago.
Wow.
30 years, 30 lifetimes, what does it matter? No sentence could be too harsh for the man I was. But I have changed.
Yeah, right. I don't believe that.
To be sure, the deeds of my past can never be completely atoned for, but my mission was an honorable one. I'm sorry, this is all a bit awkward. It's been a long time since I've attempted to persuade anyone of my intentions. Most of the people here have already made their
what's he
minds up about
smoking?
me one way or another. I myself do not trust the words of most men, so I don't expect you to believe me. In the end, though, you may discover that I do have more than mere words to offer. Atris's choice of punishment has been hard on the people of Riven, and many have suffered because of it. The island has been steadily decaying for years, but according to my most recent measurements, it appears that the 5th age has entered its final days. Unless the villagers can be relocated soon, the island will collapse entirely and everyone will perish. It has taken me a long time to do it, but it appears that finally I'll be able to make some substantial amends to my past transgressions, especially in... Well, I'm afraid I've had some trouble with Catherine and the moiety. In any society, there will always be a small percentage of the population with rebellious tendencies. Before Catherine appeared, the moiety, as they call themselves, had been relatively harmless. I mean, the natives here are a fairly violent people by nature, but I'd almost come to accept their presence. Upon Catherine's return, however, their violence intensified considerably. It seems she's become some sort of religious savior to them. And as far as I can tell, she's come to believe this herself. So I've had no alternative. I had to separate her from her people.
Savior
The
from
actions of
you.
Catherine and the moiety have put my own life at risk on numerous occasions. Consequently, the lives of all the people here. Therefore, I must ask you to refrain from any attempt to free her,
I still think we free her.
although I'm sure Atris desires it. Indeed, he must desire it with all his heart. But he is completely unaware of her recent state.
I don't know if people can change.
I know that you arrived in the
this.
5th age with a book which was immediately stolen from you. Needless to say, its reacquisition is of interest to me, though my personal history with the moiety does not give me much hope for it. Still, there is a chance you might somehow manage to retrieve it. If you do, I would ask for the safety of all concerned that you bring it to me at your earliest opportunity.
Yeah, I just really don't
Again,
trust
to be
them.
honest, my reasons here are partly selfish.
Of
There's
course.
so much yet to be resolved between Atris and myself. especially in light of what has become of Catherine. In any case, my immediate concern is the completion of the sanctuary I've long promised to all the islanders. In the meantime, the stolen linking book. We should probably not meet again until you've recovered it. I will know if you succeeded, and will await your return. Good luck with your search. I hope to see you back here shortly.
What the heck kind of spear does he have? What the heck? Okay, well, here's the thing about this. So, interesting. It definitely looks like when you come back that there's some places where you could go in here, right? So maybe there's a chance. But for now, it seems like our only option is to get back to Riven and the Fifth Age. Sounds very British. I think it's just... I'm pretty sure Cyan is British. I thought it was just all British. I'm not sure. I don't think the accent's supposed to mean anything. Well, it brought me back to his lab, which is interesting. Considering that's not where we were when we left. Weird. Also weird is like... He told us to get the book back. He told us to go to not reunite Catherine and the moiety. But we weren't given anything new. We don't... The only thing I can think right now is to go talk to Catherine. Okay, well, I guess we should go talk to Catherine. I don't know what else I would do, and therefore it seems to make the most sense. I don't know. There was stuff we didn't do in Prisoner Island. I just have to line it up with the symbol of the island that we are on. Like I said, I've been playing this a bit, so I kind of know what and how that looks like. Yeah, let's go to Prisoner Island. I don't know. All right, we're gonna do it, people. We're gonna do it. Isn't there a button for this? Yeah, this thing. There we go. I have like a little bit of a tickle. Maybe, but I had coworkers in my cube and stole the only moment I had to try. Oh, for the heist? Yeah, that's fair. Fair enough. No worries. Where are we at for the month? We are getting pretty close to the end of the month. Which symbol is Prisoner Island? The one that's like a vertical eye, which is not an eye, but that's the symbol. I don't know. Let's go this way. This one. No. Yeah, this one. That's actually it. That's actually it. Let's go. Cool. I have like 5 berries. That's okay. Just because you hang out for most streams doesn't mean you have to play the berries games, you know? Or just because you play the berries games doesn't mean you're gonna get berries. Okay. Stop eating them yourself then. It's just me. I ate them all. I'm sure. Berries. Invalid command. Unknown argument used. You just did exclamation berries in chat, and that's what you got from my bot? Phelan, how'd you break my bot? Berries give all. You can't do that. But I feel like you knew that, claiming light. You can't give people berries. Alright, so do we go talk to Catherine? I'm talking to her. This isn't how we talk to her. Here, this way. Let's go talk to her. I don't know what else we would do. Okay, well, you can give berries. That's true, Pinoy boy. You have stimmy privileges. What is happening? Why is the bot scared of Phelan? Oh, Catherine. Catherine? I saw your friend Gen. Y'all, she came out every other time. Where is she? Did the Moiety steal her? Maybe we should check the camera and see if she's still in there. She's not there anymore, which is weird. She used to always be there. She used to always be there. Previously when I came to this island and I went up there, she would come out and talk to me. But now she didn't talk to me. So that's weird. I refreshed and it worked. Huh. Weird. Yeah, very strange. Did he say anything that was like a big hint that I missed? Because, like, I don't know how to get into the Moiti village. Sounded like everything he said was a big hint. Yeah. I guess I could go, if I can't talk to Catherine, then I could go... talk to the Moiti, I guess. Which would mean figuring out the rest of Jungle Island. I don't know. I guess we'll go back to Jungle Island. Everything he said was a big hint. Everything and nothing, you know? Both. Did I hit it at the right spot? Is it stopping? Yeah, it looks like it. I don't know. Hi, Invisible Man. Yeah, maybe let's try going back to Jungle Island and see if there's a way to get into the Moiti village. Okay, things that I haven't done yet. I haven't gotten to Jungle Island to the Moiti village. There's like a couple of bridges there that I haven't been able to cross. There's also an area inside the center of the water that like you can do something, and I haven't gotten there. The only other thing that I haven't done that I know about doing is that door we just saw in Prisoner Island. That door with those buttons, that's the only other thing that I... Oh, and the weird steam machine on Riven's Island with the 10-digit code. That we could try 10 down to 1, but I'm guessing it's a pretty late game thing. Elon, I've had 10 wizard's hats drop so far. Nice. That sounds good. Are they common? I don't know. All right. So Jungle Island is the one that looks like a cat eye. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm supposed to know that code yet. Wait. I gotta go up higher. They're 1 in 512. Only imps. And you've killed 2,800 imps so far. Wow. Wow. Yeah, so you've had, like, way better odds than you should have. That's interesting. Oh, free time crystals before the animated. That's actually really smart. I've been trying to work on a pet. Do people know if the odds for pets are definitely gonna go up? Because I'm kind of wondering if I should try to get time crystals or keep trying to get a pet. Let me show you. So from up here, we can look at it. At least look at it. So. Is that bridge down? No. No. Basically, from here, you can open and close this thing. I thought maybe it should be closed. I don't know. But you can see that there's this entire village of people, presumably that live over there. And I can only get to, like, sections of it. Like, I can get over here, but I can't get past that bridge. And I can get over there, but I can't get past that bridge. But it looks like there's some kind of activity going on over there. So there has to be some way of getting over there. And I don't know how to get over there. So we have the puzzle that's the door of Prisoner Island. We have the weird steam machine. And then we have this island and its mysteries. And with this island and its mysteries, there is that room down there with the blue lights that we don't know what that's about. Elevator. Tree dragon elevator, please come to me. Tree dragon elevator, please take me down. Okay. I was just wondering what that did. Okay, so do we try to figure this out? I feel like we don't. I feel like there's no answer to this. I don't know. I don't know what this room is about. They just seem like they're on a timer and then they go off after a while. And like, there's nothing I'm missing, right? As a reminder, this is a glass that allows me to see like hidden moiety writing. So their writing that they've hidden. Interesting. Like this. That they've written in various places that I didn't see it before. I don't know what that is supposed to mean. First things first, it looks like the symbol from that same room we were just in. It looks like the symbol on the wall, right? That symbol on the wall, to me, looks like this fish, which we've seen in Survey Island in the water. Which could mean that somehow you have to, like, have that fish come here from Survey Island, or maybe there's more than one, and one of them is in there. Even if there is one in there, what does that mean to me? Does that fish come out and... See, I think we have to somehow get the water level lower. And the only way I can think to get the water level lower is like maybe something to do with that wheel right there in the middle. Which feels like you have to get into the village to get over there. But also, I don't know if that's right, because it almost seems like you do it by going underneath. Like there's some kind of like submarine or something. If there were some kind of submarine, it feels like it would come from there. I may be behind everyone else, but is Twitch all screwed up for everyone else? What kind of screwed up? Yes, says Disturbed Puppy. Okay. Ilana Bot cannot see following list, which is weird looking. Oh, wait, there's followed channels. Nobody listens live, even the streams I'm in. Yeah, I saw that for a second. It does look like it's a little messed up. Does Ilanabot even hang out here? Okay. Yeah, no, and now my dashboard is not fully loaded a little bit. So yeah, I think it's just they're having a little bit of something happen. But hopefully yeah, it's a little funky. It's a little funky, but I'm seeing your chat messages, so we'll just try to keep rolling with it and it'll probably catch on to things in a minute. Anyway, so I kind of think there's some kind of like submarine or something that probably goes on that track down there and either lets you come up at the various points or just lets you go to the middle. I don't know. It might let you come up. It like, what is that? Looks like a stop on the track, you know? So if so, that would imply that there's some kind of device they use to get to those locations. And if so, maybe you can open that door from that device. I really don't know. My message failed to say send. My bits have disappeared. It might just catch up in a minute and send them back to you or send them to me. I would hold off for a minute though, because on my end, it's like access is denied to the ads manager because it says only channels that are allowed to run ads have access to this. Like as though I'm not an affiliated or partnered channel. So that's pretty weird. So I just argue it's having a time right now. So what are we missing here? What am I missing? Butterflies, show me the way. I never really like saw what this symbol was, but we kind of think it's the drumstick, which is a very strange symbol to be showing me. But that's kind of what it seems like, the drumstick. And it definitely glows right around there. Now... oh boy, I don't know. I do not know. I'm not even, like, half the time I'm lost on this island anyway. Like, I'm not even entirely sure how to get to that other side of the village. It might be this way. I might be lost, though. Is this it? No. This is the way we came in. Yeah. The other way is the dragons. So it's not this way either. They're not dragons, but they're kind of like dragons. Look at them. Hi. The thing that's very strange is over here is where we believe that large symbol that you can see through that spyglass thing. That's where this is, right? So why is it like in this corner over here? Like, what's the deal with this corner that makes it worthy of that symbol? Is it just... on Riven? I don't know. It might just be here because Riven, moiety, symbols. Okay, so we're looking for anything else we might have missed. Especially stuff painted with the white paint. This is the way to the drumstick. Twitch be twitching a little bit, yeah. Pounce, tackle, hugs. Right back at you. You know I appreciate you. Even if it didn't work. I appreciate the thought very much. And here's another one. From the other side, of course. This is the school where we learned our numbers. I feel like I should have learned more when I talked again. What was I supposed to learn from Gen?
Terekoi Dani, Ki Bayem Revat, Alroyem Beetik Tavom,
What do you mean, is there a symbol here too? Like a hidden one? Let's look. Good question. Like down here somewhere that we might have missed? Like another gate with a symbol? Because we saw that gate with the symbol over there. Let's try looking over here. Okay. What about from up here? Can we see anything? No, but that's a good suggestion, MJ, because we saw that symbol over there that we had not seen before. Or I don't remember seeing it, at least. Heck! Well, I'm glad I'm still alive with these weird connection issues. Nothing like finding a dead mouse in your shower exhaust fan. Disgusting. But you're probably glad to have found it to get rid of the smell. I don't know if it smelled, but I would want to get rid of the smell. I see some butterflies up there. I'm not sure that that actually is a hint, but it kind of feels like there's more paint up there. All right, what am I missing, chat? Where are those people that know this game who could ask questions and help me find my way? We still don't really know what the deal is with these. Maybe it's just to help me understand numbers. But I don't think so, because why would I have to line them up to specific spots? Like, that gives me a number, maybe, for different islands. This island, has multiple of these totems. Prisoner Island only has one, and then I think, if I recall correctly, the other islands don't have any. So they're not on every island. They could maybe be like a code. pulled the fan blades off and soaked them, washed them, put them back on while I was in there. Moved it up too, cleared out the vent. Nice. Yeah, we have to do something like that. We have a vent fan that stopped working. And I'm guessing it just needs to be cleaned. So it's interesting that there's frog traps here. I wonder if that means anything. It's also interesting that this glows slightly. We know now that the reason why this glows is because there's an image here that you can see when you look at the water. Can I do it? See, there's the fish. So that's the fish. The same fish. That you can find on Survey Island. I wonder if there's like another door I missed or something. That's Prisoner Island. That's Riven. That's Boiler Island. We could go back to Survey Island and see if there's something there that I'm missing. I feel very confused. I thought that going in that book would answer more of my questions. But we went inside that book and I still don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like there's something with this room. Two people being hung upside down by like Gen, presumably over the mall work or whatever it's called, that whale fish creature that's terrifying. We could see if anything happens when we light these up. No. It doesn't add any pictures. We've already done all of this, mind you. I'm literally doing the same things over again because I have no idea what to do right now in the game. Literally zero clue. So if anyone has played this game and has more than zero clue, that says hi right there. Hi. I don't know. Maybe you can be like careful with something. Maybe that something can push me in the right direction. Otherwise, I'm going to keep doing the same things over and over again and hoping. Is that glowing a bit, or is it just because we're outside? I think it's just because we're outside. Okay, so there's these gates here. Looks like you open them from the other side. So I probably need to get to the middle. Which means I probably need to take the submarine thing. Which means I probably need to go from there. Bubbles? I think there's an area that I'm not getting to on this island that I'm supposed to be able to get to on this island by now. I'm not sure what it is. My guess is that it has to do with either this room or that like elevator thing of Gen's that we unlocked. Which is... I feel like my computer's like stuttering a little. Hopefully it's not too bad. Up here somewhere? Do we think there's another up? No. Okay. I just thought maybe you go even higher into the trees. What's that? What is that? What is that? Let me think about this. So... Dragon's over there. Do we think that's like a graphical glitch? Or do we think that's somewhere that you're actually supposed to go? Are we smart enough to follow what is happening here? Are we just in for the ride, chat? Asked Architect. Well, okay, so let's see. So Architect, I'm not even sure I'm smart enough to follow what's going on, and I've been a part of all of it. Basically, we've been to 5 islands. At those 5 islands, we've discovered some structures that have some symbology to this moiety group of people, like the indigenous people of this area. Artis and his father, Gen, are a part of this group of people that write in books and like change / maybe create these ages via these books that they create. That's what this is. All these islands, everything supposedly are created by those people, and these books represent those. That's the whole thing behind Myst in general. The key here is that I have done a lot of the puzzles on a lot of these islands, but there's clearly an area in this island that I cannot get to. There's like a village that you can look at. And when you're looking at the village, it looks like the next piece of the puzzle involves me getting into the middle of this water area over here. So there's the village. There's the water. Okay, this is the top view, but basically I've been running around from the different points I can access, trying to figure out how to get in there. Magic books is right, correct. So we went through a magic book. I thought that the other side of the magic book was going to give us all the answers to all the things. All that really happened when we went through was Gen, the person we're trying to stop, tried to convince us to instead help them by getting the book that's meant to like trap them and just like give it to them. But we were planning on freeing Catherine via getting this book from the moiety and freeing Catherine and trying to trap Gen, i.e. doing the thing artists told us to do at the very beginning of this game. Whatever we choose to do in the end, either way, we need to somehow visit the moiety, this is their village, and get this book back from them. And I don't know how to get to this gosh darn village. And there's like this like underwater like probably transportation rail system, kind of similar to, okay, of course we can't see any of them now, but the rails that we took between some of the islands. Kind of similar to that. I don't know. So the only thing I can do up here is open and close this. It looks like I don't know which makes the most sense. But I feel like, if I recall correctly, the start was open. So switching it to closed might make sense. Like the opposite. There's definitely some kind of underwater transportation something. Okay. But also, we saw some kind of underwater transportation something in Survey Island. So it could be that they're more connected than I'm giving them credit for. So maybe we should go back to Survey Island. It's the only, like, thing that makes sense is that I'm missing something at Survey Island that then activates it here. Unless someone knows this game and has a carefully crafted hint for me. But I know I'm putting pressure on that by saying carefully crafted. I just don't want you to just give it to me, you know? So that's kind of the problem. Alright, well, I guess let's try Survey Island. Survey Island is horizontal line. No, I was not. I was too early. I was too early again. I'm too early again! Okay, we can do it this time. Oh, I missed. Oh, I'm doing the symbol for Survey Island. I need to do the symbol for jungle. That's why. My bad. Sorry. Weird travel device. Sorry, I got confused about how you work. It's because the puzzles, I'm running in circles. It's probably because I'm running in circles in the puzzles. Alright. So, Survey Island. Yeah, but we went through the magic book and I didn't answer the questions. That's the problem. That is the problem. Yeah, it still says access denied, but my ads are running. So I don't know what's going on with Twitch right now. We'll just go to Survey Island. Okay, so symbol. For Survey Island, horizontal line. Remember that time I saw the butterfly in here? That one. You. How'd you get in here? I don't know why it's so bright. I need the horizontal line. We might just have to turn. Might just have to turn. There we go. Perfect. Is it upside down? No. Just looks it. Okay. All right, Survey Island. Give me the answers I seek. I'll show you what. I'll show you / remind you what information we have about this creature. The bulwark or whatever it's called. And then you can tell me if you have any ideas, chat. Ugh. That button earlier was so exciting. And then it's so anticlimactic to not know what to do after that, you know? Okay. Okay, I'm just looking to see if there's anything drawn here. Doesn't look like it. I find this very strange too. Like there's like almost like there's something you can do with this, but there's nothing to do with this. So like why is it here, you know? What is this for? Maybe it's just to trick me. Do you think it's to trick me? I think Twitch is dead. Just come over to YouTube, people. We got Dane, Claiming Light, and Pell hanging out on YouTube because my Twitch stream has died, apparently. Is it all of Twitch that's dead, or is it my stream that's dead? It looks like I'm still live on Twitch. Sorry, unless you've got a time machine, that content is unavailable. Wait, what do you mean? My entire channel? I don't have a channel anymore on Twitch? I got something went wrong on main. All of Twitch. Everyone is, yeah. Okay. Well. That message failed to send 5 times and then the screen went black. Okay, I'm just gonna stop the Twitch stream then. Play a little bit more on YouTube, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. Twitch is dead. Right? Thanks for hanging out with me on YouTube. Yeah, let's just keep YouTube going for a bit. I don't know. I mean, it kind of says that I have like 80 viewers on Twitch, but that's my like Ilana bot tab. And yeah, I just tried to reload and now there's nothing. Okay, there's no stream on Twitch, I don't think. All right, I'm just going to end it then. Still live, but can't chat, says Gamerplane. Yeah, but what's going to happen is half the viewers are going to fall off and whatever. So let's just wrap up on YouTube. Twitch, YouTube, I don't care as long as we can get our Ilana Rama fix. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, Dane. Like, how many of you just popped over there because you knew that I am over there, right? So, like, we could play, like, a little bit more. Or, I mean, 7.5 hours into the stream. I'm getting kind of close to ending anyway, right? Also, am I still live on YouTube? I didn't even consider the fact that that would end YouTube. It didn't, right? It still says I'm live on YouTube. Okay, yeah. I should still be good on YouTube. Okay. Sorry. Hello? Hello. Okay. Claiming Light says hello. I think that means you hear me. But also I typed it in chat, so maybe not. Hello, Louis says hi. Still live here. Okay. I'm gonna give all you people that showed up. I'm 10 seconds behind. That's not surprising with the issues. I'm gonna give you all berries. Was that the mall work? Who else is on YouTube? We got Dane, we got Claiming Light, we got Pal. I'm rewarding all of you for showing up over there. And Luaeth. And Gamerplane. Will you bury me? I will. I'm going to bury you. At the end of the stream, I'm going to give you a bunch of bonus berries for being in my YouTube right now. I mean, technically, Ilanabot is still connected, but if no one can load up Twitch, then it doesn't really matter because you can't, like, feed or anything. So, let's go down. Well, let's go down. More secret levels. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. I have played this so much that, like, we're almost there. It feels like it's on the tip of our tongues or fingers or something. But I don't think we're there. Because there's something I'm missing about this fish and these things and... Twitch may be alive again. Meji says stupid Twitch is completely down. Yeah, I just stopped the stream because at that point, like, what am I gonna do, you know? But I'm still live on YouTube because... So she is still in there? But she didn't come out and say hi to me. You can look around from these ones, but I don't really know what that's supposed to do for me. Maybe if I look at this one and I look around. This doesn't give me any answers. Just that there's a camera in the middle there. Good. Great. 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 Yo, I'm gonna look up the end of this game. I'm so frustrated. It's great, but it's so hard sometimes, you know? Where's the red one? This is the broken one, which is interesting. This is the red one. So, the Wark is what it's called. So, big fishy swims by. Red light's now off. Red light's now on. Good point, MJ. Try to use the lens. Well, that's new. I angered it. There's a crack in the window, and it's like the window that's keeping all that water out. But also, if I angered the work, does that mean it's gonna do something else? Like over here? I thought the work was in this water. Like, I'm pretty sure it's the same water. If you can break the window, would it make the water level go down? I don't know. But would I die? I might die. We could try saving. And see if we die. I mean, really, I should just save over this one. Why am I making manual save 4? I'm just gonna overwrite this one. Okay. That's a just in case save. Small price to pay. Okay, well, let's try. You just want me to die. I see how it is. Is it gonna go directly down? Because that'd be nice. Don't make me stop in the middle. Go directly to the scary room. This the good game. Tone, I think it's pretty good. I've been really enjoying it so far. I'm kind of new to my puzzle gaming journey. So I haven't played a lot of puzzle games, but I've been really enjoying... I really enjoyed playing Miss, and then I've been really enjoying playing this one as well. Interesting. It didn't come back. Hold on. Let's look. Here. Is that different than normal? What's all that steam there? Interesting. Maybe the work moved. Maybe it's not here anymore. Let's try going to Jungle Island. That picture almost looked different to me. Like there was steam or smoke in an area where I wasn't expecting to see it. Who was that figure? What figure? You saw a person? When I was looking around at Jungle Island, you saw a person? I didn't see a person. Like hidden object puzzle games? I do play hidden object puzzle games with Minnie. I have a lot of fun doing those with Minnie, pal. They're really cute to collab on together with my 4-year-old. Because, like, he struggles with it a bit more than I do, but then I can, like, help him. And he does really well at finding things in those puzzle games, considering how little he is. He is like super good at eyeing things, and yeah, I'm gonna encourage puzzle gaming with my kid. Figure walking around. Oh, that was Catherine. Yeah, Catherine looks around. All right, what's the Survey Island symbol? It's the line. That wasn't the right spot. Oh. I hear it. Did you hear the work? I thought I heard it. Is this slowing down? It's not, is it? Oh, that was it. Heck yeah. Okay, so we're gonna try going back to Jungle Island and see if angering the work did anything. Because it's kind of like it's gone. And I'm wondering if it being angry means it went somewhere. Via water. Yeah, the woman walking around is Catherine. We're trying to free her. I mean, unless we want to do again what's supposed to do. But I don't think I want to do again what's supposed to do. I feel like I want to free Catherine and help artists. Okay, so let's go back to Jungle Island then, which is the one that looks like the cat eye. That one. This is going to be one of my best YouTube streams for activity because all my Twitch viewers came over. I mean, not really all of you, right? But like a bunch of people are talking is nice to have, you know? I probably will end the stream soonish though because it has been a really long time because we started with Sexy Brutal. It's really unfortunate that it didn't work for the whole stream, that Twitch went down. I know some folks said that it was back up, but it doesn't really make sense for me to. Yeah, it still seems like it's glitching out pretty bad. All of us? Sweet. Hi, Red. Well, a lot of people. I mean, I might have had like 10 times the viewership on Twitch, but I have 10 times the viewership on YouTube that we normally have. All right, so where am I going right now? To the water in the middle, which, let's go down this thing. Did you end up finding artists, Atros in the first game? Did you end up going into the red or blue books? Yes. I got the good ending in Mist the first time I did it. The good ending. Does that mean anything to you? Nah, it's still bad. Yeah, they're all bad. The way. Oh, you mean Twitch? That too. Yeah, Twitch is still glitchy. Yeah, claiming like I got the good ending the first time, and I was very happy with myself for choosing good ending. Okay, this isn't a bad spot to be in because if Fishy is angry, maybe Fishy come here? Angry Fishy come here? It also doesn't look different now that we're here. It looked all steamy there. Didn't it look like there was a bunch of steam right there? I don't see it now. All that steam. So you went back and did one of the bad endings, you're saying? Yeah, I went back and reloaded my save and played through the bad endings afterwards. To hear what they had to say. I was thinking about going for all of the achievements, but I decided not to. Like, playing through Mist again to get more achievements, which I might do at some point. It could be kind of fun. Bad endings are kind of dark, so the good ending actually... so is the good ending actually if you go back to best. Yeah. Does anyone know how to help me right now? I don't know. I might have to like look something up. I know we don't want to do that with puzzle games, but we also don't want to be stuck and wandering aimlessly. I cannot go down those ladders, Pelanova. I have tried. It feels like we have to lower the water level, which is why we made that comment about making the work mad and like having it No submarine. I do not have a submarine, Tone. I wonder if there's a way. There's some way to get a submarine. Like, you know how there's like this minecart here and it takes you to the other island? I wonder if there's something like that that I'm missing. Here, give me this axe and I'll just use it on Gen. And then we'll be fine. I don't know what you're trying to solve right now. Anything? I'm just trying to get past, like, being stuck here. So, here's where we are. No spaceship either. Yeah, here's where we are. We have 5 islands, plus unknown 6th location that Gen is in. Unknown 6th location that Gen is in may not really be that relevant, other than the fact that that's where Gen is, right? That is where Gen is located. Oh, it looks like Twitch might be back up. Okay, I'm just letting them know we're still hanging out on YouTube. So the 5 islands have a couple of puzzles that I haven't finished, including some way to free Catherine on Prisoner Island. There's like some kind of code at a door. I don't know the code. Sometimes with this series, you have to read a lot of the books to figure out what needs to happen. I've read everything. I guess I could go back and read more, read all of them again. We did get respawned in his lab, so it could be that we're supposed to reread the lab book at that time. That's this book that these are from. Honestly, it just felt like a lot of him, like, rambling about stuff. This was about the numbering system that the Moiety used. So I don't really think that's relevant. This had a lot to do with the islands, though. So this book could be something. If you have a specific puzzle you want to look at, I could look at it too. Yeah, it's not really that specific, though. I don't really have that kind of answer. Like, I don't really have, like, oh, let me show you this puzzle. Because, like, there's the code to the door and Prisoner Island. No idea. All we get from it is sounds. But we've never heard those sounds anywhere else. So that part's really weird. I mean, maybe we should just leave it here till next time. Maybe if you listen to those sounds now, it'll make sense. I would guess from what you're saying that there are places on each island where the sounds play. I don't know about that. actually. But you are reminding me of something, which is that when we played Myst, there were 4 sounds. What was it? There were 4 sounds, and they were kind of like those sounds. And I thought that they were like directional sounds, but it was simpler than that. It was actually just. Do y'all remember this? It was actually just like the ding meant you were going in the right direction, or something. Let's go back to Prisoner Island and let's see if, just because Claiming Light has familiarity with the kinds of games, if they have any suggestions that could help. Am I even going in the right direction? Yeah, I am. There's also like a lower level on this island. We could go back and look at it. Are you talking about the part where you direct the radio dishes at the different parts of the island? No. But that one's definitely in tune with sounds for sure. What I was thinking of more was the part where you are on the train, and when you're in the train puzzle, like the way to figure out which way you're going and whether or not it's the right way, I like had originally overcomplicated it, I think, if I recall correctly, and I had thought that each sound represented a direction or something, but really it was just like the belting meant you were going the right direction or something. So maybe it has to do with the belting, because one of the sounds is the ting of a bell. That's very similar to that same. I wonder if I'm overcomplicating it, you know? Which one's Prisoner Island? Prisoner Island is Tigger. MJ. Tigger. Anyone that's talking on YouTube is getting bonus berries because we lost Twitch. Cool. Love those 10 minutes of ads to be able to watch. Elisa hasn't locked out YouTube yet. You had 10 minutes of ads just to be able to watch. That's wild. I don't control that. I have my ads set up to manually run so that way they aren't automatically played. But I can't control the ones at the beginning of content on YouTube. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, so Prisoner Island. We were both stuck on that. I think that was my suggestion. That sounds were cardinal directions. I got stuck on that as a kid too for the same reason. Yeah. Yeah. It seemed like you would think it would make sense, but okay, let's see. So, oh, that's where I wrote down the totems. Okay, I'm ignoring that for right now. Prisoner Island is the one that looks like the vertical sort of a die. Maybe I should end if I'm yawning. Since we lost half the viewer base anyway. Where is it? I don't know. We'll try going a different way. Who's there? Nope, that's Riven. Am I going in circles? The answer is yes, because it's literally a giant circle. Is it that one? It's that one. All right, Prisoner Island. Let's try to free Catherine. We'll take one more look at this door. And then we're just gonna leave it for the day. If, you know, because, like, well, I don't know. Twitch is all broken. And clearly some other people are still streaming, but I didn't want to... I didn't want to have the blip. Blips are bad. Blips are really bad for numbers. In fact, my lowest stream in the last 2 months was because I lost stream partway through. And that just really, really stinks. To have a stream where numbers look lower because, you know. So. Anyway. Yeah, Twitch recovered, but I'm not going live on it again. I was just saying why I don't want to go live on Twitch again. This feels like how to unlock is this button right here, right? But this ding, that is the one that reminds me of going in the right direction. That's gonna be a song, I bet. What do you mean that's gonna be a song? Doesn't feel like a song. What are the other buttons? There's like click, windy sound, ding, and gear opening noise. Whatever that noise is. I hadn't pressed them. You expected them to be notes. Yeah. But you see what I mean? That it reminds me of the sounds that we heard in the train and missed. It like very much reminds me of those sounds that we heard. But this one... Thing is, there's nowhere that, like, gives me hints about that. And when we went up there, she wasn't there anymore. Well, she is, but she didn't come out. It's clearly a sequence, so it's just about translating that. Like, it could be a map if it's, like, the minecart puzzle. Prisoner Island Totem has the triangle going down, so it's a 2. So the thing that's weird about that is that means that this one is a 2, and the ones on Jungle Island are 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost feels like there should be a 1 somewhere. I don't know what that means, though. Or where the 1 would be. Yeah, the eyeglass shows painted stuff. So not hidden, but where the moiety have painted things. So they've painted a symbol on the rocks at Riven Island that we can see via this eyeglass that looks at it. Sorry, not Riven Island, on Jungle Island. That's that symbol by the beach. Maybe it's one side that you put on. I'd be checking the books. That's the sort of thing that'd be hidden in those. May also be in a book you haven't seen yet. Saving you is probably the end of the game. Saving her is probably the end of the game. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I thought you were saying saving here. Okay, so rereading the books may be the best call. What books do we have to read? We have 2. We have this book. And we have the one in Gen's lab. So maybe next time we play, we'll start by rereading both of those stories. What is that? Must be whatever was broken with that original transport. Yeah, I think so. So maybe the next thing is rereading both of those stories and looking for something we might have missed. All the while also looking for, I don't know, maybe there's something else we missed, like a place we missed. Either way, I want to go and hang out with my family. Saturday's stream is 4 p.m. Eastern time. I'm calling it Ilana After Dark. Am I playing anything after dark? After, like, that kind of, you know, no, not necessarily. We'll probably just play something normal. And in fact, since you unlocked a vote on variety today, I think we'll do a vote on variety and we'll just vote at the start at 4 p.m. So for those of you that can't even hang out that long on Saturday, make sure you're there early so you can participate in the vote. That will help with making the VOD something that you want to watch. I'm obviously a little sad that we got disconnected, but we still had a pretty productive day. We finished the resonance frequency part of the puzzle, the thing that I felt really stuck on. We were able to get through that, which is very exciting. We went into the book and we came back. Obviously, I would have hoped to have gotten a little bit more of a push in the right direction after having done that, but we also made the work mad, and it seemed like the work left, which maybe is a good thing. Maybe that's a bad thing. I don't know, but it's different than when we started, so that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I part of me wants to finish this on stream with all of you because the journey of these puzzle games has been one that we've shared together. But I also wonder if like some of this grindy end game puzzle game is as fun as the initial like exploration and discovery. So I guess it might be one of those things where we put Riven in some votes, and if it happens to win, then we finish it up together, and if it doesn't win any of the votes, then maybe I'll play some off stream. I don't know. But either way, I think I'm going to end here and go hang out with my lovely family. So thank you to those of you that joined me on YouTube. I appreciate it very much. And I'll see you Saturday at 4 p.m. Bye, friends.